Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I am going to answer one of the Selenium interview questions. That is, how to accept exceptions in testNG. Let me answer. In testNG, if you know that a particular exception is going to occur, okay, in our test method, then if you want to accept that and pass the test still after the exception occurs in the test method, then we have to use an attribute known as expected exceptions. And you need to provide the name of the exception that you are expecting in the test method. So after writing this attribute with this exception name and dot class and all those stuff beside the test method of that particular test, okay. So if the exception occurs, the test will still pass, okay, because we are expecting that exception, okay. We are accepting that exception to occur in that particular test method code. But what if this exception doesn't occur in the test method? The test method will fail, okay. So fine. So let's see practical. Okay, with practical demonstration, let me show you. For that, I'll switch to this Eclipse IDE where we have the sample testNG project. In that, we have this test method. And here, let's say, I'll write some code. Int a is equal to 9 divided by 0. Okay, so what will happen? This will give you an arithmetic exception. So I'm not providing any or I'm not accepting an exception by using this attribute here. In that case, what will happen? This particular test method will fail. Okay, here arithmetic exception is going to come, because of which the test method is going to fail. So run this test method and see that this will fail and we'll get an exception known as arithmetic exception. You can see that we got an exception known as arithmetic exception, right? Because we are trying to divide a number by 0. So what if I want to run the test and pass the test even after this exception comes? So for that, here we have to write an attribute known as expected exceptions is equal to, give the name of the exception, that is the arithmetic exception. I just copied from the output, dot class, I will say. In this case, even though the exception occurs here, it will accept the exception. Okay, it will ignore the exception or accept the exception and the test will pass still. Run this and see, this time the test will pass because we're expecting that exception. You see, the test got passed and we didn't get any exception kind of error in the output. Okay, so how to accept exceptions in testNG? With the help of this expected exceptions attribute. For that, we have to pass the name of the exception and say dot class. So hope guys you got the answer for this question. So that's all for this session. Thank you. Bye bye.